Hello everybody, welcome back to the shop. Thought I'd make you guys a Saturday night episode of Bob TV, let you know what's going on. And I got the A4 out of the plug, or out of the mold, in one piece, and that's good. It's just, there's nothing on the front to grab onto except the waxed up fuselage, you know. And it was kind of tough to get it out, but I got her with no damage to the plug, so that's a good thing. I'm going to take that down to the basement. You always want to save your plugs. Now, I got a couple questions I want to answer. Someone told me, boy, that black stuff sure does look good, but why is it black? I'm not exactly sure why they make it black. It might be just because of the aluminum they put in it. This is aluminum filled surface coat. And this is high temperature surface coat. That might be why they make it black, so you can tell high temperature from a low temperature. So you won't accidentally put something in the oven that you're not supposed to. Oh yeah, these molds can go in the oven. If I had one. I just got the poor man oven, the heating pad. Me and old Wes kind of got smoking this week. Didn't think it'd take us that quite so long. We sanded that thing, we primed it, we put the panel lines on it, and it took us a couple days to make the parting planes. That's them over there in the pile of trash now. And then a couple days to mold it. That old Calvin over here mixing us resin, and bam, there we go. But I was talking to Pablo in Kentucky about A4s. He said, you know, he loves the way they fly and he likes the A4, but a lot of the trouble with most of them is they take off so nose heavy because the fuel is mostly all in front of the CG. And here's my plan. So I'm going to have this big old empty spot, you know, underneath the fuselage right here. Okay? And that's kind of why. Here's my wing here. It's ready to go too. But you see, see how far back these main spars go? There's just going to be a dowel in the front. So I got a hole there. I got a spot marked there. Well, there. So they can just be drilled and doweled. See, I got that one there. And when I mold this, I'll just put a little bit of clay in that hole and make sure it's indented. But that's why there's nothing in this space here. That's going to be a big old fuel tank. And it's going to be right on the CG, baby. Because all these A4s, they end up putting a bunch of fuel up here. Then you got the gear that goes forward too. You know, that's not a lot, but that just makes a situation worse, you know. And if you got all your fuel on your CG, then the gear going forward ain't going to make that much of a difference. But yeah, Pablo, he's got a lot of experience flying A4s, and he said they always take off so nose heavy. So we're going to try and fix that, because I'm going to have from here to here and even up a little bit, guys. See, that turbine's going to be up here straight with the duct line and the tail, so I'm even going to be able to come up with a big old tank, and then maybe a couple saddle tanks up here, and get that fuel way back there, and then just put a little smoke tank up there. Oh yeah, because he's got to have smoke maybe in between the ducts somewhere. But that's kind of my plan. But they're going to be incredibly light. And I got the stabs. Thanks, Amy. She's posing for a picture. I'm going to have some carbon fiber spars. See, I got the holes drilled for there. They'll drill fatter, of course. But like solid carbon fiber rod, and they'll go right there. See, that's just an absolute perfect fit. You know, bam, right there. plug in for transpo. I decided to leave the rudder on it because of one reason. Oh, you can see how my elevator fit. But it goes right there. Bam. It's a perfect fit. It's absolutely perfect. And I wanted to leave the vertical stab on it for one reason. It'll be lighter. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here with my foam and put my foam up there. I ain't going to foam all this. You know, there's no need. Maybe the bottom, you know, to keep it being from floppy because it's flat. So I'm going to foam this, and this will all just be 3/4 ounce, a strip of carbon. Where the spar is going to come up, I'll have a spar that comes up, a bulkhead that comes up, and then a spar that runs into there. Then 3/4 ounce, a strip of carbon, my foam, another layer, 3/4 ounce, vacuum bag it all down, be super light. I have to heat this area up and tin it. But see, in places like this, then after I got it on a vacuum, man, I take a wallpaper seam roller, man, and just work that area to make sure it's all sucked down. If not, it'll be a big nasty void. But see, I'm gonna have this big old cavity right here under the duct to put fuel, and I think that's gonna work out great. But my speed brakes turned out awesome, so I had some molded speed brakes. Had a couple places I had to fix. Couple little bubbles next to this edge, mainly on this one, just one back there on the back of that one. It's no big deal. I wanted to patch it. Then I'm going to buff this edge. You can see where I sanded on it a little bit, so you can see that metal in there. Then I'm going to hit that with my buffer. Boom. Got to have this edge slick, just like glass, slick. And then, because then they'll pop out of the molder easier. Notice there ain't no openings to come in here and put my fiberglass tape. I'm going to join this with carbon toe, just like the F-18. Be a lot easier. See up here where this foam is, it's just going to have a big old glue joint, and it'll glue together nice. But down here, I'm going to put carbon toe all the way around. Bolt it together, and then probably come in with some tape on the bottom past my main spars, past where my main spars go. And then the inside of the fuselage, I just want 2 bulkheads right here, bam, bam. Them are going to be the main spars, and then the turbine mount will come off this front one up in here. And real simple. This one back here will probably just be a half bulkhead. And then back here I'll put a piece of carbon toe, because this is just going to be 2 layers of 3 ounce. So it's going to be kind of flimsy, but that's light. I'll come in there with some carbon toe, and then a couple bulkheads up here for the landing gear, and that's it. That is it. And we're going to keep it as light as we can, but this one back here, I'm going to use my balsa carbon bulkhead. Probably, no, these got to be plywood for the motor mount. We'll leave that plywood. But it's just going to be real simple, easy, plain, off the store retracts, and we're off the shelf retracts. Robarts will work just great. And there's the engine hatch, sitting around for a while, got all dusty. A nice big canopy hatch. See, there's these parting planes for it. We already got these cut, actually. Bam, that's ready to mold. And the engine hatch is ready. I got a bunch of stuff ready, but I got other stuff I got to do too. This is just kind of a side project. I'm going to buff these sides. Like I said here tonight, let them little spots harden. Sand them, buff these edges, and I'll put it away for now. I got lots of other stuff to do. But I want to mold, when I get to molding them wings, I'll have a couple more of these parts out here. I'm going to be slinging lots of resin. Here I got to make some ducts for the 105. I got to do some laying up on them too. But while we're slinging resin, we're just going to sling it, baby. Just stay out the way. Poor Sammy, you better stay out of the way. You're going to be all sticky. You want your chair? Come on. Come on. Come on, Tammy. Ah. That's what she wants. She wants her chair. Trixie Poo. Deb don't call her Trixie Poo no more. She calls her Butthead. But there's my engine hatch. Couple boards. It's ready to mold. And about the only thing I got to. I gotta make part and planes for my stabs and wings and elevators, but I'm just gonna piddle on it through the winter. You guys don't panic. But that's what I got going. I just wanted to show you guys. It came out to mold, and the molds are great. I like this edge. I really do. It makes them a little more awkward to move around with one person. But overall, see, I can bolt these together and I can stand it up over against that wall or something, and it won't take up no room. And I think it's going to be an awesome jet. I do. Can't wait. Maybe this spring. You never know. Have to stick around and see, because you just never know what you're going to see on Bob TV. But I can get all these put away and get on that pile of wings over there and get them ready to mold. And we'll be back with some more Bob TV. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you right back here in the shop. Same Bob time, same Bob station.